Hello everyone, so this is Mr. Diamond and I'm going to talk today a little bit about some of what you should have seen on the presentation about alcohols and how and why some of them do or don't mix with water. So if we look at the test tubes on the bench, we have, going from left to right, methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol, pentanol and octanol. So the first question, how many carbons are in each of the alcohols that we have? Okay, once you've worked that out, you can now start to think about which ones we would expect to mix with water and which ones we wouldn't, and perhaps why. So the presentation did mention that the shorter chains should mix with water, whereas the longer ones wouldn't. And we'll talk a little bit about why not later on for some of those. But to begin with, we'll just start by adding a little bit of water to each of them and see if they do indeed mix or not. So we'll start with methanol. And we should be able to see a nice clear solution showing that we're getting a good mixing between water and methanol. Next one is ethanol, so an alcohol that I'm sure you have some awareness of, and as we would expect, when we add water we get good mixing, which is what you'd hope to see, because otherwise any of the alcoholic beverages would have separation. Our next one is propanol. And again, add the water, give it a shake, and we see that we're just getting a good clear solution, good mixing. So all of these so far have shown good mixing, and the hydrogen bonding between the oxygen and of the acid and the hydrogen of water, or vice versa, showing good mixing. Now we're getting to butanol, and with butanol, for the first time, we're starting to see a cloudiness in the solution, which is perhaps suggesting that things aren't mixing as well as some of the others have. We're starting to see a clear solution at the bottom, and if you look here, at the middle here, there's actually now an interface. We have two separate colourless liquids. The alcohol and the water are no longer mixing. With pentanol, we'll probably expect to see the same thing again, so we'll just check. Again, we see the cloudiness, and we're going to see pretty quickly starting to separate and an interface between the two liquids appearing. And our final one is octanol, and again, if you think about the chain lengths, we might start to think about how quickly or how slowly any interface might appear, and with this one we can see almost immediately we're getting this interface. We're getting two different liquids and they're just not mixing at all. So that's what we see. The question then is why? Why were some of the alcohols miscible with water, forming just one liquid? For instance, methanol, whereas some of the other ones that we've seen, we get these two different phases. what's going on and why? And that's the question that I want you to think about for now.